Workforce Wrestling Network. You are gathered with us this great Saturday morning for the Winner Circle. I am your host, Anika Wilson, your Anarchy Queen. The review just AEW Dynamite from October 22nd. As you can see, our wise man AOW is not here. Life be lifing. Oh, he a parent. He has to do family stuff. He has to make sure that his foundational stuff is intact. I am playing because I can. But no, he will definitely, hopefully, will be here next week. But as of right now, you're just gonna get me, and this should be a quicker review. I'm gonna say quick. Depends on what you mean by quick, but quicker review, yes. All right. So this is the Dynamite after Wrestle Dream. See, I'm sorry. I, that's a song. I don't know where it came from, but it makes me laugh. Okay, so yeah, this is the Dynamite from right after Wrestle Dream, which was a very good pay per view. Like, say what you want about AEW Dynamite, you're going to get your $50 worth, whether it's a ton of matches, or a ton of surprises. You're going to be like, okay, that was worth it. I don't ever think I've ever what you call it, I've ever saw a AEW pay per view and I'm like, that wasn't worth it. You know. So all right. So now this is the aftermath of Wrestle Dream, and we start off with our AEW champion Heyman Adam Page, who was clearly pissed off because at Wrestle Dream he was beat down by the Ops, who have turned heel, and let me just say, it feels right. It feels so right. And so, of course, this brings out Angry Hangman, and I'm not sure about y'all, but Hangry Hangman, Angry Hangman is the best Hangman. So the eyes are bulging, and he's like, Samoa Joe, are you out of your dang mind? What is wrong? Basically, I, I Wrestle Dream, I beat you, and you failed. And now I'm going to destroy your whole entire life. And these aren't empty, but here's the thing, like, these aren't empty threats. We have seen him do it with Swerve and burning houses down. And so, like, I'm not sure what Samoa Joe is expecting or if he's ready, but just be clear that though that's not a threat, that's a promise. Now, it depends on what, like I'm trying to think. You can't, what you call it? You can't spontaneously just, what's the word? Bring up Samoa Joe's childhood home out of thin air. You can't be like, we can't burn stuff again. We can't. So, I'm not sure what this revenge would be, but it has to be good. And I'm pretty sure it will be. But then we get on to our first match of the show, the show. Yeah. And we have the Ops. And see, that's why I'm like, heels. Cause like when they first debuted as Ops, it's like we think the Ops is, we don't like the Ops. We call the Ops is a dirty word. So like now they're heels. Now it's just okay. The Ops, here we go. Versus the Hurt Syndicate, because Hurt Syndicate beat Gates of Agony and Ricochet. So because they did that, they are the first. They're the first two number one contenders for the Trios Championships. And let me just tell you, if they wanted to hype this up for a pay per view, they could have. Like, this crowd was, number one, a great crowd, and they were eating this up alive. So like Hurt Syndicate comes out, and the whole face off, and like, I don't say the roof fell off, went off the place, but it was like, oh, 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 this is what we came to see. And so like if y'all ever want to run this back after review, I would not mind it at all. So like of course, so like I said, they went face to face, all three for three, and we have Shelton Benjamin just saying, "Hey, I don't care what y'all think. 50s to do 30s, and he's proving it quite well. Um, so I love the one spot where he goes off the top rope and Joe does his no look, but Shelton just lands on his feet because he's Shelton. And then we have something that hopefully they'll do later on with a singles match. I wouldn't mind it, where they have Powerhouse Hobbs and Lashley going face to face, and the crowd is just like me, let's go. And then Joe's a heel. Joe's a heel. So what does he do? He covered up Hobbs' chest and tags himself in, cover up Hobbs' chest, like, no, we're not doing this right now. That's what we're not doing. And it's like, boo, freaking you. Like I said, this is just like basically a house fight with some athletics, like Shibata. Hey Shibata. Shibata is more of a technical person, so when him and Shelton Benjamin in the crap within the match, it was a technical masterpiece, which I love. And then if Shelton needs to be a high flyer, he can do like a couple of spots, just enough spots to do what you need to do. And then when they finally gave us what we wanted, which was Lashley versus Hobbs, and it was me on me, no pause. And then, like, you see, like, Hobbs is almost, what you call it, in the freaking hurt lock. It's like, no, and and then we have MVP, who wasn't too shabby. Like, I love when, with certain people, certain older wrestlers, like, I can still go with the spotlight. MVP knows what he can and cannot do and how to get the crowd hyped. So I love his little spots of I'll just kick just kick your face off. Number one, I'm gonna do my balling. People still get it, balling. And he's at the end. He's going for the playmaker, is what basically where he has his foot underneath the guy's neck, and basically like a higher version of the rose plant that Bailey does. But he's going so slow. Why is he going so slow? Because Pretty Ricky can't let stuff go. Ricochet comes to interfere, and that gives the Ops the chance to win. 1, 2, 3. The Ops retain their trios championships. I sigh because I don't think anybody wants Ricochet in the Gates of Agony versus the Hurt Syndicate anymore. That's just like, bro. Like, come on. Like I know Wrestle Dream was maybe only a 2-week period, like a 2-week build, but it felt with some of these, what you call it? It was a 2-week build on old behind rivalries. So it's like after Wrestle Dream, some of this stuff should be done with. And I, for one, am not interested in seeing Hurt Syndicate versus Gates of Agony and Ricochet this close together. It's like, give them a break, please, and thank you. So the Ops, so sorry, Hurt Syndicate leave. Ricochet and Gates of Agony are on the top rope. Hurt Syndicate runs them off, and here's a chance for the Ops to have their crowning moment. And so Tony Schiavone's in the ring, and he's like, well, this is after Wrestle Dream. Samoa Joe, can you please explain to us, why did you not turn on heel Heyman, but why did you beat up Heyman? And so he's like, he grabs the mic from Tony. And he's like, I forgot what city they're in. Give me one moment. I want to say they're in Texas, but just give me 1 second, because it depends. It really demands what I need to know before I say something. San Antonio. So they're in San Antonio, Texas, because and I paused to make sure I got it right, because he said, I'm glad we're in San Antonio tonight. So now all you fat women can get it. So now can be occupied by Powerhouse Hobbs. It's an insult because you tell me that you're fat, but evidently Hobbs like the chubby guy. It's the weird combination of what the freak are we doing, bro? And Hobbs is doing, and Hobbs is being stupid too. I can't. You can't surprise me with that. I need a moment to collect myself. But then here comes Mojo, primal, laser focus. He's like, people are asking me why I do that to Hangman because I can, because I exist. Yes, yeah. Listen, can we say like what can you say to that? And so he's like, so as long as I exist, I will still be on top. And Hangman Adam Page will always be beaten, just like all these San Antonio teams in this city. And it's like, boo, boo. And it's like, sir. And so and so about, and as you always say, you are in some cowboy because we are the ops and we're never lacking. And it's just like I don't understand how people don't like it's hard like he's one of those heels where he's hard to boo. I'm gonna do my part. I'm not gonna what you call it. I'm not going to overthrow the show and be like, I want to cheer because he should no, he's a heel. I'll boo the heel. But man, I will follow Samoa Joe anywhere. I will. All right, and so we go to our next segment. We have Mercedes Monet coming to the arena to celebrate her 11th win, breaking Ultimo's record. Y'all know me. I am not a wrestling aficionado, so I want to say dragon so bad. I want to say dragon so bad, but I'm like, let me not be that much stupid. But yet, Ultimo's record of 10 belts, and now Mercedes is 11th belt. Monet, she won the 11th one at Wrestle Dream. And then we have backstage with our women's AEW heavyweight champion, uh, sorry, it's too early. Statlander, and she's doing, and so we have her with Cricket, and she's asking her about her win, and she was like, "Listen, of course, her and Tony Storm. She's like, if I had to be anyone to keep this championship, I was glad it's you. Basically, found respect. It's like, and so to Mercedes Monet, congratulations on your 11th win. But if you think that I am the same Statlander that I was before when you beat me, you're clearly wrong. Let me ask a question: who beat Tony Storm twice? Me. And so I hope you prepare for our match. And so I don't need so I'm like you. I don't need a celebration. So enjoy your little party today. A little bit at the camera, telling us that shenanigans will ensue. What are you gonna do? Ha ha ha! That's just and that's the end of the segment. The next we have a in ring promo with Darby Allin. And Darby Allin is coming off his win against Moxley at Wrestle Dream. Didn't know the stat that this was the first time Darby beat Moxley, which is crazy to think. That's like kind of, we already knew that they faced each other a couple of times, not a lot, but like, oh, that's interesting. So there it is. And so Darby comes in and he has his what you call it. He has his jacket on. He takes it off, and it's like for the people who thought that match was staying, just look at his freaking body. You can tell it's not. Like, sir, I want to go to your doctor's appointment and just see, like, is he all right? I feel like he's lying to us when he says he's all right. Cause I feel like he's lying. Nevertheless, so he was like, again talking about the climb to Mount Everest, and he planted the AEW flag, and he was like, some people think that it is a bad decision to put the title or put the company on the back of someone who takes so many risks. But I beg to differ. I think that I'm the exact person that should be the head of the company because I will die for this company. It's literally like that's referencing two things. Number one, him climbing Mount Everest, and number two, him being drowned in a tub of water in a fishing of water. Thankfully, Sting was there to help him out, and then he was like, "I already know that the ops, sorry, the Death Riders are not going anywhere. So just so you know that as long as you're here, I will be here." And it's like, huh, well, okay, I guess. Again, it's just like you just think that after those matches, a break, just a separation. That's all of these rivalries that have not been built up in 2 weeks. These rivalries that have been a long time coming. It's just my point of view. And so, but maybe it won't be exactly Darby versus Moxley. Maybe a different variation of it. Maybe, who knows? And then we have a backstage promo vignette sort of thing with uh Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy Jack Perry, who beat the Young Bucks in the Cash Money match. And basically, I like what they said. It was short and sweet. They're like, Jungle Boy Jack Perry was like, "It's been almost a year since I felt like this after a match. My lungs are burning. I'm tired. I'm sweating, but it's the best feeling in the world." And he's like, now that basically I have dealt with all of my old foes, it's time to look to the future. It's time to reclaim everything that I have lost. And that one of those things is the AEW Tag Team Champion. All right, see, looking into the future, some more directives. I like that. Okay, cool. So that will definitely happen sooner or later. We don't know because I am enjoying Rodito. That'll be babyface versus babyface technically. Not a bad thing, but again, hard to build. So we'll see what happens in the future. And then we have what you call it. We have a women's 4-way tag team title match, and this title match is whoever wins to pick their opponent for the first round of the women's tag team draw to what's the word, to crown the first ever women's AEW tag team champions. And so we have, listen, I'm not even going to come out. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Whatever. We have the Ladies of Sin, which is Julia Hart and Sky Blue. We have Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata. And then we have the Megan Bain with Penelope Ford versus Willow and Feel the Wrath of Harley Cameron. I love, listen, I had mixed feelings because I was on board with Harley and Mercedes being a tag team. I really was. I really wanted to see that keep going. But nonetheless, her and Willow will be a great team. This was a good match. And putting the stakes on choosing your opponent for the tournament was a nice little pendulum to it. Just say what are the little highlights? Willow was willowing. I like her pounce will always get me. And then of course Megan Bain was being the ultra powerhouse with just double suplex on both ladies. Like what the freak, bro? Listen, in the ring, I'm not gonna hold you. She is that chick, but I just don't want her to win it before Willow. but the counter, but the final moments was like I said when Willow pounced Megan. Jamie Hager tagged Willow in, and then as Willow and Penelope are fighting, Jamie gets in to get Willow out of the thing, and Jamie and Queen Aminata does this combination that it needs just like a 0.5 work, but I am loving it. Where they get Penelope Ford and Queen Aminata headbutts, haterade, 1, 2, freaking 3. That's gonna be a good finisher. That's gonna be a good finisher. Like that's just straight up. How in the freak do you? What's the word? How do you? No one should be kicking out of that. No one. That's just me. But yes, Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata has won. Hayter's on the mic, and she's already know who she wants her first opponent to be. The Ladies of Sin. So the first round of the tag team title tournament will be Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata versus Julia and Sky Blue. I'm pretty sure we know who should win. If it's anyone else different, boom. All right. And then next we have the Young Bucks, who are now the Broke Bucks one more time, because Mr. Nick Jackson, you can't be gambling like this. And they also lost the match to, of course, Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. So Nick is banging on the freaking door. Take him out. Tony, we need another money match. Tony. And so Tony comes out. And it's been a minute since we've seen Tony on, what you call it? Tony doing a promo. And no, like, we thought he was getting better. He got better during media scrums, but that was just about it. He should not be on TV no more. Cause he comes out and he's talking to the Young Bucks, but he thinks it's an announcement. So he keeps looking to like, okay, Nick and Matt. So on Collision, this is what's gonna happen. It will be. He kept looking towards the camera, but it's still entertaining, but not in the way hopefully he thinks it is. But yeah, Collision will be a $400,000 money match, but it will be a 4-way tag team where it will be the Young Bucks going against Luchasaurus and Jack Perry with their tag team partners, the Brotitos, and then Young Bucks will be tag teaming with FT. Sorry. My bad. It is the Young Bucks. Sorry. Are you with me? Locked in. It will be Jurassic Express with Jet Speed versus the Young Bucks and FTR. It's been long enough. And of course, this got a huge pop when Tony Khan said these guys, and here comes the FTR, and how will they coexist? I don't freaking know, but it'll be entertaining as hell. And of course, Stokely is stupid. He gives out a $20 bill and gives the Nick and say, "Hey, you need this more than I do." And of course, Nick put it in his pocket because why not? And so. Nice little setup to Collision. If you don't want to watch it, that's on you. But that's actually a really good match. Okay. Then we have the live segment of the Mercedes Moné celebration. She has 11 belts, so she has a dude come out with each of her belts. The cake and balloons are in the ring. And here comes the music. Ultimo on that CEO, but it's not Big Mercedes. We are hearing San Antonio, and here is little Monet puppet by the cake. Well, say hello to your CEO, which is hilarious. And so basically, it's Harley, and she's doing the puppet, which is one of the best things ever. And she was like, and so congratulations to me. You know, they say bad things come in threes, and so it's like she's just trolling Mercedes, and to the point where the music hits again, and here is the real life Mercedes Moné to ruin the party, because before that they were doing the CEO dance, and so but Mercedes is like, cut the music. Everyone get to the back. And she gets to the ring, and she gets the mic from Renee, and she's like, "You leave too." And so she's just so mad, and we're having fun basically, man. And so she's calling the fans dumb marks, and she was like, "This is the respect I get. You want to mock me for everything I've done for women's wrestling, for wrestling, period." And she kept like she keeps calling you stupid dumb marks. Harley, how desperate are you? Wasn't it a couple of weeks ago that you asked me to be your tag team partner? And now you just want to steal my spotlight? You are so dumb. You are so pathetic. So how about this? And so she just shoves the Mercedes puppet into the cake. There's a whole lot of frosting and ruining, but do y'all. And so she does her Mercedes and they laugh. But she does not. Here's the caveat. Here's what we've all been waiting for. Harley gets to check. Harley checks on the Mercedes Monet puppet, and Mercedes tries to attack Harley, but here comes Statlander as well underneath the table. She hems Mercedes up, and she puts Mercedes right through the cake and right through the like it. So Mercedes is smart like this. She has this pink yellow suit on. So when she goes through the freaking table, it's just a freaking pile of color, basically. Where it's like, where the is she all right? Like we don't see her body, we don't see anything. But yes, Statlander gets the one up on Mercedes Monet, and she starts doing the CEO dance by licking the icing off of her arm. Oh, this was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining as hell. And this is a good start to Statlander's title reign. So I like that part. I don't know how I feel about because in my mind, Statlander is going to beat uh Mercedes Monet. She just got the title, so I don't think her losing at any capacity should be doing something. And we'll see. I guess like is it gonna be title versus title? Who knows? But it was a good segment. And then so next we have the backstage. Well, again, a vignette promo like essence of John Moxley and how he feels about what transpired at Wrestle Dream. And so he was very earnest. Moxley never lied. I'm going to think, no, Moxley's never lied. So he was like, listen, at Wrestle Dream, I didn't win. I didn't win. Darby's strength carried him, and that's why he won. But sooner or later, that will be his downfall. And so he's like, I just didn't deliver tonight. And then they show his back. It's like, daggone it. I need y'all to stop freaking. Y'all not gonna listen to me, but it's like, can y'all give y'all backs a break, bro? Like this is so much blood. I'm not sure how you like I need y'all to just relax on it. But Moxie was like, but tomorrow and tomorrow after that and the tomorrow after that, I will still get out of bed. I will still come back to work because our commitment to our cause is unwavering. Every day of every day, every year, our competition is ourselves. And absolute wait, I'm looking at it. You know, have it. And even though I lost, there is no one who can. There is still no one who will hold a candle to me. And I promise you guys, I'll get everything I have. And it's like, listen, But he's like, doesn't matter how tonight went. I know exactly who I am. I don't hate it. I listen. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't hate it. So next up, we have the match of Cal O'Reilly versus John Moxley. Before that, we have the conglomeration actually having a theme music, which is so 80s, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I didn't think they needed a theme music, but now they have it. Keep it going, keep it rocking. I love it's so them. It's so them. Because even the little promo video, you have what you call it. Uh, you have Roderick Strong. Like he's still not a part of it, but you are. So I just need you to own up to it and just do what you need to do. Oh, I'll be right back. All right, fine. Sorry. All right, here I go. So the match starts, and Moxie's trying to get his what you call it, his mojo back. But I love the story they told with this match was beautiful. When I say beautiful, it makes sense. Where basically, if you have not seen Kyle O'Reilly, he is a submission machine. He is a grappler. He's one of probably definitely top 10, right? And so as they're doing this match, every time like every little maneuver, it feels like Moxley's going just a little bit slower. Or any submission tactic, you can tell it was hard for him to get out of it. And I love if we have not said it before, Brian Danielson on commentary is one of the best things ever. So because he was really pushing the narrative of, I know John, he would have gotten out of that easily. I don't know why he's going so slow. That should be a cakewalk for him. It basically Moxley has lost his confidence just a little bit. So get to the end, and Kyle O'Reilly has John in a we call it a leg lock, and John is frantically like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" And it's like, "You gonna tap again? Is he gonna tap again?" He's not gonna tap again. He's gonna grab the ref and deck him. And it's like, you got yourself disqualified, you crackhead. Oh my gosh. Emotionally. And so when he did that, the refs are coming in like, what's wrong with you? You can't just do that. And here's Brian Danielson. He's like, he would rather get disqualified than tap again. And so that was beautiful. And here comes the conglomeration. Like, hey bro, what's going on? Here comes Death Rider. A fight breaks out. Marina gets Moxley out of there. They exit the crowd. I love this. I love this. Just usually, what's the word? We don't get to see. It's crazy because the negative effects of losing a match, they don't really get shown a lot recently. I'm not sure who to blame for that, or that is just taboo to do. But it's yes, I lost. I should take some time to just refocus, make sure I'm good. And so I love that this has Moxley rattled. And so that was good. And then there was a nice transition because the conglomeration did have a match with the Death Riders in hand. So you have Yuta versus Claudio versus Daniel Garcia going against OC, Roderick Strong, and Mark Briscoe. You cannot go wrong with that much name. You really can't. So it comes off. It was actually really good. Yuta is getting into his own, which I love. And even though OC is a wrestler, like he's a great wrestler, him taunting people is probably the best thing in his arsenal. Where he goes for Yuta, and then he's like, "You like, no, like, just put my hands in my pocket. That's all." And of course, Claudio's just throwing people all over the place, which is what I always want from him. Like you just like, how do you take being hurled in the air into a freaking uppercut? Tell me, please tell me, because I'm not taking that. And then Mark Briscoe wants to go back crack crazy, where he wants to freaking go over the top rope and do a moonsault, a backflip moonsault into the other people. It's like, sir, you did not have to go that hard, but you did, and I appreciate it. But here's Moxley coming back to help the Death Riders get the 1, 2, 3. But Darby said, "Hey, didn't I just tell you that I knew the Jew was coming? Like, didn't I just tell you that I knew you were trying to interfere? But here's Darby to stop Moxley from interfering. And 1, 2, 3, the conglomeration gets the pin, and like." I'm not sure how much the Death Riders have lost, but any win over them is like a huge bump. Maybe that's just me, but that's what I feel. And so again, but like it's the Death Riders, so we're not gonna take that lightly. Here comes Pac in he still has full clothes on. It's so weird, but he starts to beat down. Here comes Marina, who starts to beat down. But here comes Darby with that Sting bad at hand, and it's just like you ain't got. Even though it's feel like a continuation of a rivalry, there's at least a change in the wind of like we know the Death Riders are beatable, you know. And at least we have that. At least we have that, and that's pretty good. All right. And so now we have backstage with her name is Alex. Okay, cool. And so it's like I'm trying to get a word in with Mercedes Monet, and then we have Mercedes just going butt crack crazy. Ah! Did you see what happened out there? Where's security? Where's makeup? Like, this was supposed to be my time. But here comes Athena, and it's like, heck freaking yeah. And she was like, listen, I'm not sure what Ultimo Monet is, but I am Athena, and I am your forever longest reigning ROH Women's Champion. And but you're in the business of making history. So how about we make history and become the first ever women's tag team champions? And so Mercedes is still like the icing still in her nose. She's like, I kind of that 13 belts, Monet. Okay. And she's like, yeah. And so Athena's like, you know what? Right, I get you. We're gonna clear yourself off, and we're gonna go to minion training. So and she just said we're gonna start minion training. Mercedes like, minion training, what the hell? And so that was a perfect little stint. So Athena and Mercedes, I don't hate it. I really don't. This tournament should be really good. Alrighty. And so after that, we have a word from Cal Fletcher. Okay, all right. Listen, like I said, the match between him and Heyman was great. Perfect, right? We need better follow up to after the match. Like him versus Mark Briscoe at Wrestle Dream was good. It was, but it's like, does he? We know we want him to be a big star, but does he really need a segment by himself? If we're voting, I'm a vote no. I just don't think so. But he has this segment. It says, San Antonio, stay My full name. What the frick does that mean, bro? Your name is Cal Fletcher. What else do you want to say? Like, someone say there's a dumb behind tagline. Please and thank you. And so he was like, Mark, even though Mark Briscoe is a great opponent and he does have one up on me, it will be no back and forth. What that I am done with Mark Briscoe. That was the last time that I will be, and this proves that I will be your forever ring. Sorry. AEW TNT champion. But here comes Reef for the Sky, boy. Bow, bow, bow. Here comes like you be lying, don't you? Because here comes Mark Briscoe, and he's coming down the ring to make sure the mic works. And so he was like, "Listen, I need you a lot. You got a lot to learn. And one of the things is you gotta talk. Yeah, that's so dang much. It's like that popped me. It did. It shouldn't, but it did. And so he was like, you know what? I was in the back just thinking, and I just need one more time. I don't need a million times, but I just need one more time because I know that I can beat you. I've been I've been icing my balls the whole week, and it's like, sure, that's like I don't think we needed that information, but did it add? So like, so how would you say, Kyle? One more time for the TNT Championship. And Don Callis gets the mic, and he is greeted with "shut the f up" chants, which is makes sense. And basically, he says, "No, you don't deserve it." So this pretty much doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It means that Briscoe might have to jump through hoops for the next match. I know people are hurt. But why does it feel like we're out of people for people to rush? Like, the main people are hurt is Swerve and Osprey. Besides them, we should have enough people for Cal to defend his TNT title with. Like, that's just me. So it's like all these extensions of feuds and rivalries shouldn't be happening, in my opinion. Like that should not be a like. If you can get somebody from ROH, then fine. But we definitely need more people on this roster, and people who do not have non-complete compete clauses. Uh-huh. Thank you. Please and thank you. And good night. All right. Next up, we have they show the bracket for the women's tag team title tournament, and it's crazy because there's a couple of special people that I like in this tournament, and it feels like the first round are going to knock out some heavy hitters. So first things first, like we said, we already repeated it. Jamie Hayter and Carmen Anata versus the Ladies of Sin, Julia and Sky Blue, and then we have Mina and Tony Storm versus Riho and Alex Windsor. Like, you'll be back to health. Then we have Bane and Penelope Ford versus Ty Mello and Anna Jay. And then we have Willow and Harley Cameron versus Mercedes Moné and Athena. And that one hurt me. I'm like, ah! I feel like that should be a semi-finals match. That shouldn't be first round, bro. Like, let Mercedes Moné and Athena beat Ty Mello. Like that's just me. But yeah, I want more for Willow. I'm pushing as breath is in my lungs. I'm pushing Willow because she deserves it. So, but it is what it is. It's gonna be a great match. It's definitely gonna be a great match. And so we have an interview with Mina, and they talk about the tag team title championships and her being tagged with Tony Storm. She's like, I haven't seen Tony in forever long. I know that she's regrouping. She's regrouping as I'm regrouping because I lost my ROH Television Championship. But she's like, now that we're together, we can go for those tag team championships. And here comes Tekla to be all up in the mix. And so Mio's like, since you want to be in my faith, how about you face me at Collision? And she's like, okay. So Collisions, the card is speaking very tasty. We have the tag team money match, and we have Mina versus Tekla. All right, and then she ended with the, you know, this, and the other arm goes like this. Don't know what I can do on YouTube, but I'm not stupid. And so, but that was good. And then it's time for the main event. So, I Wrestle Dream, Brodito beat Takeshita and Okada, which means that Bandito gets a chance at Okada's Unified Championship. Like, okay, okay. And this was a good match. This was so freaking good. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. When Bandito, what you call it? When he debuted, I didn't get it. More so, like they're giving him huge vignettes and this grand stage. It's like for him, and it's like yeah, it's like okay, but now I get it. Now he's on. Now that he's been on television constantly, it's like okay, in the ring, dude, the monster. He's a monster. Like how are you a luchador, but you are basically lifting up 200 plus pounds? Like that's a unique combination. But the match starts, and basically that's what was going on. Where Bandito is basically showing his power and showing his strength and his speed. And I'm not sure what they told Okada. Okada put his working boots on. Like I think if you tell him main event, he's like, okay, I can I'm putting on the Ritz. And it was so freaking good. So, like I said, Bandito did like he was delivering 6% of this match, and he was doing his classic, what you call it, spring Philly string into a suplex, and that should have been the end. Like it was to the point where, okay, is he gonna actually beat Okada? Just tell us something. I don't know. That's right. Just tell us something. But he went for it for a second time, and one moment here, and he actually gave Okada a rainmaker, but for some reason he went for the silly string suplex, but Okada's sidestep, and he was right in position to do a rainmaker of his own. 1, 2, 3. Okada retains his title. It's like I respect that. Where it's like, yeah, even though you hit someone else's finisher, you shouldn't get a 3 count. I want like if anyone knows, tell me, has anyone won from doing another person's finisher? Like actually won. You hit it and immediately 1, 2, 3. That'd be a nice little trivia question. But nevertheless, Okada wins. Here comes the family to come out and greet him. Like, oh yeah, you did it, you did it. But there's only one person who isn't there. But here he comes now. Takeshita holding the New Japan Championship. And he's still pissed off. If you didn't see Wrestle Dream, Okada gave him an accidental rainmaker. And so he covered his face in his. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He flips him off. It's like, sir, we're still the match is still happening. So naturally, Takeshita comes out and he is still mad. Here comes Don Callis goes down the ramp to kind of cool off Takeshita, but Okada is smiling from ear to ear like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And Takeshita's like, "Oh, so you think this is funny? Oh, so you saying F me, F you?" And so he's still like as happier as Okada gets, the most frustrating and pissed off Okada Takeshita gets, and we're finally gonna get this match. sooner than later. I want to say the next AW pay-per-view is Full Gear, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. This is gonna be so freaking fun. And that was the end of Dynamite. Um, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was just the most frustrating thing was not getting any new challenges. Or it's just like, oh, where's this? Like this is still going on. Like, bruh, I get people are hurt. I get people are hurt. But at least one of these rivalries should have moved on. If I had to put my hand up, her syndicate with Ricochet and against Agony, they should have moved on. That should have been they should have found other people and then maybe come out together next year. That's just me. But all in all, I give this week's Dynamite a C minus. Yeah. Like I said, besides that, I love the whole Moxley doesn't want to tap again. How to get his confidence back. I love that match. All the matches were great. All matches were great. It was just the follow up of Wrestle Dream that was lacking. So okay, solid C, solid C. But like I said, we did Collision from last week because like last week it was on Thursday and it was only an hour. So Winner Circle by default is Dynamite. Let's say winner of the show is I'm gonna give it to Moxley. I'm gonna give it to Moxley. He lost. I was gonna like, let me tell you the thought process. I'm giving it to Moxley because he has something to look forward to in the future. That's why I was gonna give it to him. But if you lose, you shouldn't win a circle. So I'm gonna give it to Okada. I'm gonna give it to Okada. Like, sir, like he was the main event. It was a good match, and he does not care about the catch up. Like, okay, yeah. So single winner of Dynamite is Okada. All right, thank you guys for joining me and rocking with me on this fine Saturday morning for the Winner Circle review AW Dynamite. If you can't make it Saturday mornings, we're here on Friday nights where it's alright. Friday night SmackDown watch along with me as Slim and Sammy Joe. If you can't make that, we're here on Tuesdays for our flagship show called The Cookout. Talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling, play games, hot topics, all that good stuff. And if you just want to, join the party, join the fun, we're here on all of them social medias. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, the Clock app, Instagram, YouTube. Just type in Workhorse Wrestling Network, and there you'll find us. Or you can do this. Let me find it. Scan that QR code. It'll take us to all your take you to all of our social medias. So you don't have to do a doggone thing. Just hit that QR code, and there we are. And if you're just like, you know what, I just wanna vibe out, support us, like, comment, share, subscribe. Any little thing helps. We're trying to build this brand so we can quit our job because we work too hard. Quit that 9 to 5. I'm sorry. And so until next time, I'm going to emotionally turn off the lights and see you next Saturday. Peace. Bye.